Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in NB Navale, Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. I have completed my MTech in Power System and now I am having the teaching experience of 8 years. Today we are dealing in one of the important equipment of electrical power system, and that equipment is called as a surge diverter. Surge diverter protects the installation from the inside while lightning arrestor protects the equipments from the outside. The surge diverters protects the system from the lightning, switching, the electrical faults and the other transient voltages and surge, whilst the lightning arresters mainly used for lightning strikes associated with surge. So the surge arresters are very important in electrical engineering because it will absorb the lightning stroke or the surge which are produced due to the various faults, various switchings, various transient voltage. So this is one of the important device of electrical engineering. So let's will start the different testing of the surge arrestor. So for understanding point of view, the testing of surge diverters are classified into different 6 types of tests are there. So the first type of test is called as power frequency spark over test. The second type of test on the surge diverter is called as standard impulse spark over test. The third type of test is called as front of spark over test. The fourth type of test is called as residual voltage test. The fifth type of test is called as high current impulse test, and the sixth type of test is called as mechanical test, and in that particular mechanical test various tests are carried out such as pressure relief test, voltage withstand test, switching surge flashover test and pollution test. So these are the various testing which is done on the surge diverters. So let's start one by one detailed discussion of the testing. So the first type of test is called as a power frequency spark over test. So this is the routine test. This test is conducted using a series resistance to limit the current in case of a spark over occurs. The arrestor has to withstand at least 1.5 times the rated value of the voltage for 5 successive applications. So the test is generally done also under dry and wet condition. So this is power frequency spark over test. So let's start the second type of test, that is called as 100% standard impulse spark over test. This test is conducted to ensure that the diverter operates positively when the over voltages of impulse nature occurs. The impulse generator is adjusted to give the standard impulse voltage of a preset magnitude specified in the specifications. The arrestor has to spark over every time in each of 10 successive applications. The test is done with both positive and negative polarity of waveform. So this is standard impulse spark over test for 100% value. So in that particular test, sometimes this test is done by starting at a voltage level that does not give flashover at all and is repeated in increasing steps of voltage till the 100% flashover occurs. So that's why this test is called as 100% standard impulse spark over test or flashover test. The magnitude of the voltage at which the 100% flashover occurs is required for spark over voltages. So next we'll start the next test. That test is called as front of wave spark over test. In order to ensure that the surge diverter flashes over a very steep front-end waves of high peaks, this test is conducted using and the over voltage having a rate of rise of 100 kV per PS per 12 kV of the rating. So this is the test in which the front waves are used for the spark over the test. The estimated maximum stiffness of the waves are specified in standard and specification. So the test is done by conducting 100% spark over voltage test for increasing magnitudes of standard impulse wave. The time to spark over is measured, the volt time characteristics of the diverter is plotted, and the intersection of VI characteristics and the line with slope of virtual stiffness of the front gives the front of wave spark over voltages. So this is the test called as a front of spark over test. So next we'll start the residual voltage test. This test is conducted on pro-rated diverters of rating in the range of 3 to 12 kilovolt only. The voltage developed across the nonlinear resistors units NLR during the flow of surge currents through the arrestor is called as residual voltage. So residual voltage is the voltage which will be produced or which will flow from the nonlinear resistor. A prorated arrestor is a complete suitably the section of arrestor including series gaps and nonlinear series resistors in the same proportion as in the complete arrestor. So standard impulse current of rated magnitudes are applied. The voltage developed across the diverter is recorded using a suitable voltage divider and a CRO. The magnitudes of the currents are approximately 0.5, 1.0 and 2.0 times of the rated currents. From the oscillogram, a graph is drawn between the current magnitude and the voltage developed across the diverter prorated unit. From the graph, the residual voltage corresponding to the exact rated current is obtained, because as we know that V is equal to current into resistance. So this is called as a residual voltage test. So the next type of test is called as very important, that test is called as high current impulse test on a surge diverters. So the name itself indicates its meaning. It is a impulse test with the help of large value of current. This test is also done on prorated diverter units in the range of 3 to 12 kilovolt. A large amount of current impulse wave of that is 4 by 10 microseconds of peak value mentioned in the specification is applied to the spare unit of identical characteristics. To pass this test, if means the surge diverter is pass this test if the first condition is that the power frequency spark over voltage before and after the test does not differ by more than 10% value. Second, the voltage and current waveform of the diverter do not differ significantly in the two applications. And last one, the non-linear resistance elements in the diverter do not show any sign of puncture or external flashover. So this is called as the high current impulse test on a surge diverter. So we'll start the next test. These are the other tests which are carried on the surge arrestors are. First one is called as mechanical test. So in mechanical test there are different tests are carried out. First one is called as porosity test. In porosity test we are checking the porous or porosity available in a surge diverter. The second is called as temperature cycle test, means the different cycles of temperatures are applied to the surge diverter. So this is called as temperature cycle test, and others. So these are different called as mechanical test. The next type of test is called as pressure relief test. So in that particular test we are applying a different pressures on the surge diverter. If the surge diverter is absorbs or the surge diverter is absorbs the different pressure relief test. So this test is called as pressure relief test. The next type of test is called as the voltage withstand test on the insulator housing of the diverter. The fourth type of test is called as switching surge flashover test. So in that particular test, switching surge is applied to the difference surge diverter. If the flashover test is occur, so this test is called as switching surge flashover test. And the last test is called as the pollution test, because as we know that these are the surge diverters which are available in the atmosphere. So the different pollutants which are available in the atmosphere. So due to that particular pollutants, it does not affect the different life cycle of that particular surge diverter. So the different test is carried out, and that type of test is called as a pollution test. So in this way, we already discussed about the different tests on the surge diverters of different types. So this is in concern with the testing of surge diverter. Thank you very much.